Hello everyone, Professor Lohit here. Today is the continuation of the sight distance, that is overtaking sight distance. In last class we seen through the stopping sight distance, analysis of the stopping sight distance and some prompts on the stopping sight distance. So today we're going to move ahead with overtaking sight distance. So let us see how it is to be defined. The minimum distance open to the vision of the driver of a vehicle intending to overtake slow vehicle ahead with a safety against the traffic of opposite direction is known as minimum overtaking side distance or a safe passing side distance. So if you see the conditions, like if all the vehicles are traveling along a road at a design speed, then theoretically what happen, there should not need any overtaking only. In fact, all the vehicle do not move at the design speed, as each vehicle driver is free to travel its own speed or lower speed, higher speed. And this is particularly true under in our Indian scenarios, where we have the mixed traffic conditions, or we can call heterogeneous traffic conditions. In such circumstances, it is necessary to for fast moving vehicle, or we can call fast moving vehicles to overtake or pass the slow moving vehicles. So you have to make the we have to provide the some side distance to perform this maneuver. Clear? So let us see the what are the factors that are going to affect the OST. The obviously first thing is the speed. Okay, the speed is what? The speed of the overtaken vehicle, and the vehicle coming from the opposite direction. Here is the scenario. So if you see the this vehicle is the overtaking vehicle. This is, and this is the vehicle as overtaken. Overtaken is nothing but we always call it for slow moving vehicles. Overtaking is nothing but the vehicle which is moving in a faster speed compared to the slow moving vehicles. So whenever I term overtaking speed means that will be always for the fast car which is going to take the slow moving slow moving vehicle. Overtaken in the sense the moving vehicle which is moving in a slower speed. So in this scenario, in these conditions, this is the overtaking vehicle and this is overtaken vehicle. Overtaking, overtaken. That is the difference you have to remember here. The same thing. So whenever this maneuvers to complete, okay, here you have to have overtaking vehicle speed also you have to depends upon that, and overtaken vehicle. And one more thing comes here, this vehicle coming from the opposite direction. So for seeing to the two-way traffic condition scenario here, so what happen if this is the two lane, this is the fast moving vehicle and it's going to overtake the slow moving vehicle. Seeing to that the vehicle which is coming from the opposite direction, you're going to see it. What is the speed of that? Is it able to cover this overtaking maneuver without before the vehicle approaches this mark? This is what you're going to see in the speed. Clear? Next, second is the distance between the overtaking and overtaken vehicles and the spacing. So this is the overtaken vehicle and this is overtaking vehicles. Obviously there is going to be some gap between the vehicles that we call as spacing. This spacing has to be maintained for safe maneuvering. Clear? Then it's also depend upon the skills and the reaction time of the driver, how good the driver is. Okay, and next, a rate of acceleration of the overtaking vehicle, the speed moving vehicle, what kind of the vehicle it is it a two-wheeler, it is a truck, a small truck, or it is a car, because is it loaded or unloaded, depend upon that the acceleration of the vehicle changes. That is all about the rate of acceleration of the overtaking vehicle. Next, this operation is happening either in a gradient, where up gradient is there, a bottom gradient is, or descending gradient is there. This is the factors which are going to affect the, all these are the factors which are going to affect the overtaking side distance. One is the speed of all the vehicles. Next, the distance between the overtaking and overtaken vehicles. What are the minimum speed spacing you want to give depend upon the speed of the vehicles. Next, it's also depend upon the skills and reaction time of the driver. Next, the rate of acceleration of the overtaking vehicle. For example, if a overtaking vehicle is a Maruti 800, its acceleration power is different. Now if it is moving in a something, a BMW vehicle, it has more acceleration power. So that is the difference you're going to get, depend upon the vehicle, its class, and it's depend upon that you're going to get the acceleration. Next, it's all depend upon the gradient of the road. This maneuvering, what are going to happen, is happening at the up gradient, that is, or down gradient, ascending gradient or descending gradient. That also adds this maneuvering. Clear? Let us see the analysis of the overtaking side distance on a two-way traffic. So if you have the one-way traffic, then the third, whatever the vehicle, this is not going to come into the picture. The vehicle C1, which is moving, vehicle C. Clear? For example, you can, when you're traveling on a national highway, there is no any vehicle which is coming from your opposite direction. But when you have to go, any kind of a state highways, then there is a opposite moving vehicle will be there. That we call as a two-way traffic. When only one flow of the traffic is happening, that we call as a one-way traffic. Clear? Let us try to analyze the what overtaking side distance considering the two-way traffic. Clear? So how this maneuvering happens? Hope you all, every driver or every rider may follow the same maneuvering. Okay. What happens in oversteering? For example, you can consider this vehicle A is a fast moving vehicle, that is overtaking vehicle, and vehicle B is nothing but a slow moving vehicle, that is overtaken vehicle, and C is the vehicle which is coming from the opposite direction. So what happens in these scenarios? First, what happens? The vehicle A, okay, he sees the vehicle B which is moving slowly. Then what he makes? He deaccelerate the vehicle, whatever the speed you drive. Consider that he is traveling at a design speed only. I already told you design speed is nothing but the maximum speed the vehicle can play on that particular category of the road. Now that is the highest. We consider that as the highest speed the vehicle can move on a particular road. Clear? In that assumptions, what we go? The vehicle A is going to see the vehicle B. Okay, he going to slow down the vehicle from A1 to A2, and he come to the speed which traveling with the same speed as a B, having some spacing between the two vehicles. Is it clear? What is A? A is nothing but overtaking vehicle. It's moving with some speed that you can assuming it as a design speed. So it's traveling. It sees a slow moving vehicle in front of it. What he makes is slow down the vehicle. He slowed down the vehicle approximately equal to the vehicle B, and he maintained the spacing between the two vehicles. Clear? Okay, then he tried to see the what kind of opposite vehicles are coming, how far it is from the to make the overtaking operation. So you see the vehicle C. Okay, depend upon that distance, he going to accelerate. How he going to accelerate? He accelerate from his lane to next lane. Okay, he going to travel the other lane, then he going to merge in a whatever the lane he came from before the C approaches the same point. This is what the overtaking operation. Clear? So how the overtaking operation is going to happen? The vehicle A going to slow down to the vehicle A2, that is which is approximately the speed of the vehicle B. Then he going to observe what the vehicle coming from the opposite direction. Before the vehicle approaches to this point, he going to maneuver himself, comes out from his lane, travel the distance, then again merge into his own lane. This is the operation what you make into make. Same thing you going to do on a road also. Yes or no? What do? You try to poke it first. See the any vehicles are coming from the opposite direction. Then vehicle is far from the distance. If you think that, then you're going to accelerate and take over and place yourself in front of the slow moving vehicle. This is what we call as overtaking operations. Clear? So in this scenario, what happened? The vehicle B is not in stationary. Even it's moving to the some distance. That you have to remember. So to analyze this, here the in two lane two-way traffic overtaking side distance, the three distance comes into the picture. Here is the first D1. Okay, next is the D2. And third is the D3. So overtaking side distance can be calculated D1 plus D2 plus D3. D1 is nothing but the vehicle, fast moving vehicle or overtaking vehicle slowing down to the A2. That's A1 is a fast moving vehicle which is slowed down, okay, to the A2. That is approximately the speed of the vehicle B. Okay, then what happened after that? He going to travel this distance D2, overtaking the slow moving vehicle, and he travels and place himself in front of the slow moving vehicle. This distance traveling is nothing but we call it as a D2. And D3 is nothing but the vehicle which is moving opposite from the opposite lane, how much distance it traveled to reach this point. That distance we take it as a D3. So overtaking side distance can be calculated by D1 plus D2 plus D3. Clear? Okay, let us determine the component of OSD, that is D1, D2 and D3. So D1. So D1 is what? The vehicle from the position A1 to A2, the distance traveled is D1 from the by the overtaking vehicle, that is A. And it reduces speed from V to VB. VB is nothing but approximately moving with the same speed as a B. So we can take the speed of this vehicle as a velocity of the vehicle B. Clear? And this is how it is going to come to the velocity B, with some reaction time of the driver. How the reaction time? See, in stopping side distance we have the reaction time of something 2.5 seconds after seeing the object and reacting to that. In overtaking side distance, the reaction time, the moment you see the vehicle in front of that and then apply the brake and slow the vehicle to the vehicle number B, so we consider here the small t as 2 seconds. So you have to remember this. Even though if it's not given in a problem, you have to remember that in stopping side distance the reaction time we take it as a how much? 2.5 seconds. But in case of the OSD we're going to take it this as a 2 seconds. In SSD we're going to take it as a 2.5 seconds. Clear? So then D1, how are you going to calculate? D1 is nothing but it calculated by VB into T. VB is nothing but the velocity of the vehicle B, that is overtaken vehicle. T is nothing but the reaction time. The moment that it sees the vehicle B, he going to apply the brake and make sure that the vehicle going to come approximately equal to the speed of the B. So in that sense, we are going to calculate this distance D1 as velocity of the vehicle B into the reaction time of the driver. So this reaction time we consider as a 2 seconds. So even you can write it, you may write it as a 2 into VB or VB into 2. This is the D1. So in case of the second scenario, that is distance D2, D2 can be calculated by, in D2 you have again subdivided into some other distances. See, here in D2 we have the spacing between the vehicle A1, A2 and B1. That we take it as a yes, consider it as a yes. This is the distance between the or spacing between the A2 and B1. Same way again you going to, when you going to make the overtaking maneuver, again you going to maintain this spacing between the two vehicles. That again we consider that spacing as something as a yes. Clear? And when the vehicle, the whatever the overtaking vehicle finishing the maneuvering, the vehicle B also it's going to move some distance. Yes or no? It's not going to be in a halted positions. The vehicle again it's going to move some distance when having the some overtaking operation. Clear? So D2 can be written as this I take the distance as a B. Okay, the B is nothing but the vehicle B moves some distance when it having the overtaking operation of the overtaking vehicle, and this movement is going to have according to the vehicle speed of the B. So in calculation of the D2, it's going to be B plus 2s. Clear? 2s is nothing but 2 times of the s here and the B. Understood? Now here B is nothing but what? The distance. And how this distance can be calculated? B here. Here the B you can calculate as, again the overtaking, that what are the B, VB speed only, because it's the speed of the vehicle B only. Okay, and it's going to travel some distance B with the time as a T. Here I taking the T because this T time is all depend upon the acceleration power of the vehicle of overtaken also. Yes or no? During the reaction time of the T, the straight distance between the position A2 and A3 is taken as a D2, which means the further you can split up this as 2s plus B. Clear? Understood? And this I take as a capital T because this is not a reaction time. This time depend upon the what? Acceleration power of this vehicle and power of that to make this operation happen. And this T depend upon what? Acceleration power of this vehicle. For example, if you consider the vehicle having a Maruti 100, okay, what happened? The acceleration, obviously its power has less. Okay, if it having the BMW or some other car, fast moving car, obviously has a more acceleration. Clear? That is what the difference you find here. Okay, if this vehicle is moving is something truck, then it might be lesser speed. Okay, if these are like again small cars, then again the different speed. It's all about the speed game here. Is it clear? Okay, and yes is nothing but it given by the empirical formula. You have to remember this 0.7 Vp plus 6. Clear? So D2 is nothing but B plus 2s. So B is nothing but velocity of the vehicle B into T, that is acceleration power of the vehicles. Okay, that we mention it as a T. And S is nothing but the spacing, that is given by the empirical formula. Okay, now the unknown is here at T. Let us see how to calculate the T. So to calculate the T, what I do, I equate the distance D2 with uniformly accelerating body. Okay, this is nothing but, this formula is nothing but ut plus half at square. This is given by this formula. So for that, here what I took using the general formula, the distance traveled of uniform acceleration. Initial speed I took it as a VB, and A is nothing but average acceleration during the overtake. So then this equation becomes what? B plus, because D2 you know that D2 is nothing but B plus 2s, that is equating to that. We're going to have the formula VB plus T half at square. So we know that B is nothing but that is equal to VB into T plus 2s VB into T plus half at square. So VB to get cancels. So hence 2s is nothing but at square divided by 2. Is it clear? So or T is equal to nothing but root of 4s by A, which is given in seconds. So here this both got cancels. 2s is equal to half at square. Is it clear? I will send this here 2, it becomes 4s. Okay, A is going to be bottom, then t square is equal to 2s by a. So root of that will going to be, if a square of that will goes another side, it becomes root. So t is given calculated by 4s by a. S is nothing but a minimum spacing given by this using this formula, 0.7 vb plus 6. Is it clear? So then I'll use this space only here. Then what, d2 is nothing but vb t plus 2s. Okay, we got d2 here, we got d1 here. So only the calculation of d2 is important. Clear? Next, d3. d3 here we are going to take this c. So what do you want to take here, d3 as this vehicle? We assume that this vehicle is traveling with a design speed which is a maximum, so we can take it as v, and it depends on its own acceleration power, right? So it take it as a t. Clear? So this vehicle is moving with some velocity which is a design speed, that is a maximum, and it has its own acceleration power, so we don't know the time of that. Even this time is to be calculated, that is all depend upon t. So d3 is nothing but what, v into t. So we got all the equations here. So OSD is nothing but, how I want to write the OSD is nothing but now VB T plus this VB capital T plus 2S, clear, plus this third equation B T. So in this condition, V is in meter per second always, and T is in second, S is in, that is distance, minimum distance spacing between the two vehicles, that is taken in a meter. So to remember this formula all the time, OS is nothing but D1 plus D2 plus D3, that is nothing but VB into T, that is a D1, and VB plus 2S, that is D2, and V into T. Yeah, to calculate the S, you have to remember this formula, and to calculate the T, you have to remember this formula. Is it clear? And same thing, if you want to put this equation in the form of what, kmph, then this equation becomes OSD is nothing but is equal to 0.28 VB, this is capital V, into T plus 0.28 VBT plus 2S, this is D2 plus 0.28 V into T. This is nothing but 1 divided by 3.6, that gives you 0.28, because the conversion in meter per second to the kmph. So whatever the conversion is, for that you require this 0.2, you're going to add it for the wherever you have the velocities. This is a normal way how to remember this. And to calculate this, yes, you have the different formula here. For kmph, you have, if you using the kmph formula, then you have to remember this formula, VB plus 6, and this will be always in meter. Okay, and T becomes here 4 into 3.6, because that is where you're going to convert here, and E, that is acceleration, that gives you 14.4 s divided by E. And here A is always in kilometer per hour per second. This formulas you have to remember if you are using it in case of kmph, if you are inputting the values in kmph. And if you, as we seen in the last class, in the previous page, that whatever in case of the meter per second, that formulas will be what, VB into T plus VB into capital T plus 2S, that is T2, plus V into T. And there the S is found by 0.7 VB plus 6. And T, how are you going to calculate there? T is calculated by 4S divided by A, root of 4S divided by A. That gives in seconds. Here also it is in meters. Okay, remember any of one, either this, either this. I prefer to everyone remember this formula. It's very easy to. Okay, only we have to convert that. Always maximum time in question they give it in what kmph, that you have to convert into a meter per second by dividing 3.6. That is the easy task, what I feel. Clear? Sometimes in the questions they not give you the VB. In that conditions, if you're using in a this kmph formula, then VB is calculated by whatever the design speed, overtaking vehicle speed they given, V minus 16. That you have to remember this. Clear? And if it is not given, or taken vehicle speed is not given, that is small b. In case of the meter per second, you have to remember small v minus 4.5. That gives in meter per second. This is the condition when they not given you overtaken, that is slow moving vehicle speed is not given. Okay, clear? And you have to remember this maximum overtaking acceleration of at different speed. If sometimes they not give you, you have to remember it. If you want, you can take the screenshot of it and keep it, so while solving the problem it requires. Okay, that's it for this today's. So today you got to know what is OSD and how to determine the overtaking side distance. Thank you for the patience listening.